Good morning, children. Today in maths, we will learn a new topic, position and movement. Preposition of place. Choose the correct one. We all know prepositions, right? Here, by looking at the pictures or by looking at the position of the dog, you need to guess its correct place. Now, in the first picture, the dog is in front of the kennel or the house. So, its position is in front of. Guess its position in the second picture. Yes, it is on the house. Now, its position in the third picture. It's above the house. Then the fourth one, it's behind the house. Next, it's besides the house. Then it's between the house. And in the last pic, correct, it's in the house. So our lesson objective is to describe and identify positions on a grid to give directions to follow a given path. Now let's learn the keywords. Horizontal and vertical. In the first picture, you can see a horizontal line. It is also called as a sleeping line. Then a vertical line, which is also called as a standing line. So this is a horizontal line, which is a sleeping line, and the standing line is called as vertical line. Next are rows and columns. Here, rows always run horizontally and columns run vertically. Now, what do you recognize on this map? You have to tell me, what do you recognize on this map of a zoo? Now I made it into a grid form. You can easily identify the position of this on this grid now. Axis. Here you can see a horizontal line and a vertical line. Horizontal line is x-axis and vertical line is y-axis. Both the axes are numbered from 0 to 4. Now you can see a dot and you have to guess the position of that dot. So this dot is positioned at 3 from the x-axis and 4 from the y-axis. So the dot is positioned at 3, 4. Identify the position of lion. Again, the same picture or the same map of a zoo, which is placed on x and y axis. Now let me place it in a grid. Can you find the lion? Its position at number 7 on the x-axis and number 2 on the y-axis. So we say its position is 7, 2. A number representing the position of a point along a line is coordinate. So this is a coordinate grid. You can identify the position on a coordinate grid by saying the number on the horizontal axis first, then the number on the vertical axis. List the coordinates for the stars. Here you can again see a grid with stars on the x and y axis. Now, how are we going to write them? Now, please focus only on stars and tell me their position. First one is at 1, 5. Second, 2, 2. Then 5, 1. And then 5, 4. See, this is the position of the stars on the grid. Now, list the coordinates of the arrows. First arrow is at 1, 1. Second is positioned at 1, 3. Third at 3, 4. And last at 4, 3. List the coordinates for the circle. Here you have to find the position of circles on x and y axis. First one is positioned at 1, 4. Second at 2, 2. Third at 4, 2. Now find the position of these rectangles. First is placed at 2, 3. Second one, 3, 1. And third is placed at 4, 4. Now the directions. Write few words that would be helpful when you give directions. Yes, tell me, if you want to give directions to someone, which words would you use? Yes, one will be left to show them the left direction, or you will use right, or you will use forwards and backwards. Or we can also use the words like north, east, south, and west to give the directions. Write a set of instructions for a route along the white squares from the star to the moon. Now this star has to move towards the moon. How will you guide them? First, we will say move towards the, for moving towards the moon, come 2 squares down. Then 3 squares right. And again 2 squares down. Now let's summarize. We often need to follow directions if we are going somewhere and do not know where it is. We can use the words right, left, forwards, and backwards. You can identify the position on a coordinate grid by saying the number on the horizontal axis first, then the number on the vertical axis. Find the position of Mustafa. Here, x-axis is Smith Street and y-axis is Brown Street. You need to find the position of Mustafa on the coordinate grid. Yes, he is on 2 third position. 2 from the x-axis and 3 from the y-axis. Thank you, children.